Tonight's going to be beef stroganoff, and it's going to be over buttered parsley noodles. If you're unaware, I'm working my way through this cookbook, one recipe at a time. So if that's something you're interested in, then be sure to like and follow. We're going to start out with a pound of sirloin steak that we're going to cut in small pieces. It says to brown it half at a time, but honestly, I can't figure out why I've got a big enough skillet for all of it. I am going to chop away some of the larger chunks of fat. I do want them for the flavor though, so I'm still going to go ahead and add them to the skillet. I just want to be able to easily pull them out. My skillet's been warming, so I'm going to add some olive oil and that fat that I've already cut off. Put some salt and pepper all over those steak bites before you put them in the skillet. We're going to dice up 2 carrots and stem and have 8 ounces of mushrooms. The oil's hot and that fat's been rendering, so we're going to go ahead and add those steak bites now. Steak is done cooking, so we're going to go ahead and pull that out of the pan. We're just going to put that in a bowl and set it aside. We added some more oil to that skillet, so now we're going to add half a chopped onion, the 8 ounces of mushrooms, and the 2 chopped carrots. While those vegetables are cooking, we're going to go ahead and get started on the noodles. So we're going to chop some garlic. It calls for 1 teaspoon. I'm eyeballing that, so I'm going to go ahead and just use 3 large cloves. Mince some parsley. So before you mince your parsley, you want to remove it from the stems. You're going to need 3 tablespoons. Again, that's going to have to be something that we just kind of eyeball. Vegetables are golden brown, so we're going to turn off the heat and we're going to add a half a cup of brandy. Then we're going to add 2 cups of beef stock. We have 2 tablespoons of butter melted in our skillet that's going to be used for the noodles, so we're going to go ahead and add the garlic that we already chopped up to that. We're going to turn the heat back on to medium-high for that vegetable mixture. We're going to add the parsley to our garlic and butter mixture. We're going to add in the zest from 1 lemon. When you're cooking your pasta, make sure that you salt that water heavily, but then I also like to put in just a little bit of bouillon, so since you use the beef bouillon, the better than bouillon. We're going to take a 1/4 cup of that beef stock and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and we just want to whisk those together to make a slurry. That liquid is cooked down and be by 1/3. We're going to add that slurry that you made, and this is going to help that thicken up. Once that sauce has thickened, turn off your heat and add a 1/4 cup of sour cream that's at room temperature and 1 heaping tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Add that and give it all a good mix. Water's boiling, so go ahead and add 12 ounces of pasta. I'm using Taco Bell. Don't screw up like I did. You want to cook your pasta before you start that mixture in the skillet. Once you have that all mixed together, go ahead and add that steak back to the mixture. Pasta's done now, so we're going to go ahead and add that to that skillet mixture of the butter, lemon zest, parsley, and garlic. Give that all a good mix, then everything is going to be ready. Everything is completed. We took our noodles and we're going to pile some of that beef mixture on top, and then we're just going to top up with a little bit of parsley, and it's beautiful.